everyone. Frank Dietz here. Welcome back to This Monstrous Life. Today I'm going to be showing another piece of my collection, which I've stated before. I don't have a huge collection, but the things that I have mean a lot to me. So I'm gonna share another piece with you, which I have in my hands here. When I started going to WonderFest in 1997, I think was my first year that I went as a civilian, by the way, not as a guest. I didn't become a guest at WonderFest until the following year, 98. But I went because my friend Bob Burns was going and some other friends of mine were going. And I was thrilled with it because one of the things that that particular convention specializes in, it actually calls itself a model and toy expo. So they have model kits, garage kits, mass-produced kits, all kinds of one-offs, and mostly genre stuff, horror, science fiction, fantasy, spaceships, etc. And as a kid, growing up, loving monsters, there really wasn't a whole lot of merchandise that you could get. There was some. I mean, there were the Aurora model kits, which, I built probably 3 times each over the years. There were, notebook binders that had Frankenstein on them or Wolfman or whatever, but not a whole lot. So to go to this convention for the first time and see this sea of really, really cool stuff, it was amazing. And I have with me here one of the ones that I first bought there, and I don't remember if I actually bought it that year or the next year when I went back as a guest. But now, I don't know anyone who doesn't love Vincent Price, right? I mean, especially growing up in the 60s and 70s, Vincent Price was everywhere. He was on television. He was in movies. He did commercials. He did TV shows. He was on the Muppets. He recorded with Michael Jackson and with Alice Cooper, and he just always seemed like he had such a great sense of humor about himself and horror, and was quite the Renaissance man, actually. And so if I found something that related to Vincent Price that really spoke to me, I would get it. So that wouldn't mean everything, but here's one case that I could not leave that show without having one. So this is a bust of Vincent Price. It is a real beauty. I'm gonna bring it up a little closer here. And the artist, it's written underneath here. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it looks like it says Stephen W. West, and then there's a little like bear claw or something underneath that, and it says 97. And that was the first year I went, so probably did get it that first year. But it came, I think it came in just like 2 pieces. The base or maybe not, maybe it was one whole piece. I actually can't tell now. No, I think it was 2 pieces. That had to be glued together. And then of course painted, because the original color was this pale yellow, this, I guess it's a resin of some kind. And then I decided to paint mine to make it look like it was a bronze bust, like a museum piece. And I did a lot of my kits, especially busts like this. I try to make it look like it came from a museum. But one of the things I really like about this too, it's a little bit of a caricature, which is very much my sketchy things art style back then. It's not overly so, but he's pushed a little bit. And it appears to be Vincent Price from around that time period, like late 60s, maybe early 70s. No, earlier than that. More like during the earlier 60s or mid 60s, I'd say, where like I said, he was just everywhere. So I'm going to let you take a look at it when I put it on the Lazy Susan, and let you see it as I turn it around. But this is the kind of thing that when I saw that, I really had to have that from my own collection. I've seen other Vincent Price model kits. Some of them very good. Some of them not. Sometimes the likeness isn't spot on. But this one just like right away spoke to me. I don't know who Stephen West is, if he's still doing kits, or I also don't know how many of these he made. I have no idea. But I'm just glad that I actually have one. And it has a permanent place in the front room when you come into my house. It's right there, right past the door. So I'm happy to share that with you. Let me know if you have one of these, because I'd love to hear if how many other people have one, or if you remember it, or if you know who Stephen West is. And also, I would love to see parts of your collection, like a particular model kit that is not widely distributed, or something like that. Especially organic stuff. I'm not that big into like spacecraft, mechanical things. I like more organic things like monsters and people and so forth. So that's that, and I will be back with another piece of my collection at some point soon. In the meantime, Frank Dietz here. Frank out.